Hello and welcome to Tea Time. Tea Time. Tea Time is talk time, Taneki time, and tea time. Tea time. So tonight we will have our first guest, Randall Mays. Before we get started on that, we'll go through some preliminary stuff. I am going to start a video log. And on the video log, there'll be about 5 to 7 minutes each video. And we'll be talking about various topics from dating the right way to spanking your children. And we'll be talking about a host of other things, going back to school, college, just equipping our children, our young adults, and our older adults with some necessary guidance or necessary talk time, tea time. So tonight, funny that I say it, the topic on hand is to spank or not to spank. Have my husband here, Randall Mays, who will be the voice, as we call it, for tonight. So we'll be asking questions to him, and any other questions that you guys have after this video is posted, feel free to comment, and we will get those questions answered either via another video or via direct messaging, whatever. We'll do one of these every Fridays, talk time, tea time. And we just want to hear what you got to say, and we just want to start open discussion with, people everywhere. So the first question, again, is to spank or not to spank. So, Randall, what is your take on spanking your children?
My take on spanking, and if I refer to it as whooping, it's the same thing. But when I was growing up, we got whoopings. My take on it is that's the way I think it should be done. Not that not spanking and all the time out and stuff is wrong, but I think whoopings is the way to go. At least in our household it is.
Okay, so how do you feel about timeouts?
Timeouts? All right, and again, it's to each his own. For me, a timeout. The whoopings that we got, hats off to you, Mama. The whoopings that we got, she said, look, you can get a whooping or timeout, I'd have thrown both hands in the air in support of timeout. Because what I'd have done in timeout is gone off to wherever she sent me, and I'd have sat down thinking about, all right, what am I going to do next?
See, we got whoopings, no timeouts here either.
Yeah, and while I'm thinking about it, because I know, all right, when I do it again, kids, we're kids, you do what kids do. While I'm thinking about it, along with it, I'd have been thinking, if I get caught doing this, all that'll happen is I'll get another timeout, and I'll think about how to do it better.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm kind of not a timeout person.
You're anti-timeout.
Yeah, I'm anti-timeout. I'll do whoopings.
Okay, so what is your take on taking electronics and doing, not a timeout, but an electronic timeout, like let me take your stuff to make the
video
stuff,
games,
video games and iPads and MacBooks and all that stuff, as opposed to punishment for disobedience.
Again, I think that big deal. You took my stuff, whatever. I'm not really for that. How about I'll take your stuff, your iPads and stuff, and take that as part of the punishment. After I whoop you. So again,
so whooping is
you're going to get a spanking if you do something that crosses the line.
I agree with that.
I'll take your iPad too again, but or the electronics, but you're gonna get a spanking.
Okay, so should there be a method to spanking? Because I know, like with the kids, we tell you first, tell you maybe twice, and then third time's a charm. You getting that butt toe up. So how do you feel about there being a method? Because you do have parents that just, look, Billy, I said, and that's the first. There's no warning. There's no build up. There's just I'm the boss and you are not the boss. So, should there be a method, or should we just be able to haul off and slap our kids because they should know better?
All right, I agree. I agree with the method. I'll tell you once, and I'll tell you twice, and then 3 strikes you're out. I'll tell you again what you're about to get a whooping for.
Okay.
And so I'll sit down with you, and before I whoop you, I'll sit down and say, look, this is what you did. Do you know that that's wrong? Do you understand that that's wrong? Good, you do? All right, now you understand why you about to get your butt whooped.
I agree with that.
So that'll be the approach. 3 strikes, you out.
Yeah. So parents, we're not saying beat your kids. We are saying that, I mean, think about the times that we're in. Like, the parenting generations are totally different. Like, I got my butt tore up.
Yeah.
Not often because I was a good kid. But whoopings,
right.
We got whoopings all the same. My sisters got whoopings, I got whoopings, and he said himself that he got whoopings in his household, and we turned out pretty good.
Yeah.
But then you look at today's generations where timeouts are the thing, and let me take your electronics is what we do, and little Billy can't play football because he ain't listening. That doesn't really help anything. That just makes him more aggressive and more angry. So
we call it DHR if somebody gets a whooping nowadays. But that's not necessarily the way it should go. In our day, some time ago, if everybody was at mom's house and the cousins got out of line, mom has the authority to whoop them.
Yes.
If we go to uncles and aunts' house and we get out of line there, aunts and uncles got the authority to whoop us. And there is a direct correlation between that generation and today's generation. We're different. We're a different breed.
I agree.
Because now when the kids do wrong and get in trouble even at school, the parents go up there and get mad at the teacher. Whereas back then it was like, oh, Lord.
I don't want to know home. Yeah, I don't want to know home.
Because mama going to beat my butt.
Let me try to hide it and get her to sign it first thing in the morning. Because if I get her to sign it tonight, I
signed for my mom once when I was real young. It was like in print.
We don't want to give bad ideas.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. But
I got a whooping.
I did too.
In light of it. So, I didn't sign anything again. Had she said, hey, go to timeout for signing my name and forging my name.
Right.
I'd be like, oh, all right,
Which you grow up and that's a crime. Which parents don't really, that's a crime.
So, I'm not really.
So.
One thing I'm not with my kids is their friends. I'm your parent.
So, yes, I believe in spanking your children. Spare the rod, spoil the child. I believe that. Timeouts don't work because what timeouts do is encourage your child to think of a different way to do the same crime over and over again and not get caught. I just feel like it is. So, I mean, talk to your kids. Have an open door, where you guys can talk about anything. I'm talking about everything. And my thing is, I really feel like my kids aren't the best kids and they do stuff that 2-year-old and 8-year-olds do. But they know we don't play. So they know, all right, I did it one time, I did it 2 times, I might want to slow my roll. Because once they get a whooping, it may be months and months between whooping and whooping. Even some with Alyssa, it's years between.
Yeah, she doesn't get whooping.
Right, one whooping to the next is because she understands the punishment that comes behind it. So to spank or not to spank, of course, to spank or not to spank, of course, that's a question that each parent has to answer for themselves. Nowhere are we saying that our way is the only method, or the only rhyme or reason to discipline your children. But we strongly believe in spanking that butt, tearing it up. Whichever way you wanna look at it, that's what we believe in. We are parents of 2 beautiful daughters, and we hope to have another one.
No, hold on, son.
Another kid.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Randall. I hope to have another kid. We are husband and wife. We have been married for 5 years, and no, he will not always be on my video log, but he will be a guest a lot of episodes because
Dr. May.
We share a lot of commonality on parenting issues. We differ in certain arenas as well, but we're a team, so teamwork make the dream work. So to spank or not to spank, again, our way is not the only way. Our way is effective in this house, so we believe that we would just want to share that wisdom and that light and our insight and our reason behind it. Leave us a comment, like it, share it, and let your friends know. We'll be taking suggestions for the next video all weekend, and we will post the topic on Tuesday. And Tuesday, submit your questions. We will randomly select the questions that we ask. I'll go ahead and tell you my method so you won't think I'm just picking and choosing. Every 5th comment will be chosen and then I'll circle back and it'll be the fourth, and I'll circle back third, and we'll try to get to all of them. But again, we're trying to keep this thing under 7 minutes. We're at 10 today because it's the very first one. This is our first one, so this is, we've popped our vlog cherry. Shut up. And so, that'll be the method. We'll try to get all the questions and all the comments in. We will read comments that you guys post about this one, about the next one. And so anything that you want to talk about, there is no red tape, there is no perimeters, there is no sticky subjects, there are no gray areas. Nothing is off limits. If you want to talk about it, inbox us or post it to the page, and we will do our research to have that conversation. The way we'll select topics, if we get an outpour of the same topic over and over and over again, of course that's going to be the one we hit first. But if not, we will at random pick a topic from the slew of topics that you guys want to talk about. So we will be taking guests. This will blow up, and we will have guest speakers here at Tea Time with Taneki, and sometimes Randall. But sometimes tea time, talk time, tea time, Taneki time. So get your tea time in. I hope to see you guys next Friday. And again, over the weekend, please comment, post, like, share, and let us know what you want to talk about next. Thanks. Tune in next time. Tea time.